Alright, boys, I have not taken a trade in a few days on Forex. So let's talk about what I was looking at coming into today's charts and why I missed this big movement. I am seriously struggling in the charts at the moment. Not struggling in terms of psychology or anything, just struggling to find trades. So coming into today, I think that I had the correct bias. Well, I did have the correct bias. Obviously, we had these highs up here. These would have been 4-hour highs up here. And I knew that we had good draws on liquidity to the downside. So I had this low marked, this low here, this low down here marked. And these were sort of my draws on liquidity. I was assuming that we were going to go bearish for the day because on the 4-hour time frame, we were also sitting inside of a bearish fair value gap on EJ, I believe it was. Yeah, so EJ, we were sitting inside of this 4-hour bearish fair value gap. And as we know, these ones are sort of interlinked. Now, I trade with my strategy. I trade off of liquidity, sweeps, and imbalances. So I cannot trade unless I have an opening confluence of a 1-hour or a 4-hour liquidity sweep or a fair value gap to play off of. I have not seen a valid liquidity sweep all week. I think so far I've sat in every single session from Monday to, what is it now, Thursday, and I have not seen a valid liquidity sweep on an hourly time frame, which is seriously wild. Even here, like this one, we got a big bearish move. We never came up and swept this liquidity. Here, we swept liquidity. I'm not sure if I called this one, but here, we sweep liquidity, we get a down movement, and then we come back up, sweep the liquidity sweep again. It's just weird. This was an imbalance play. This C down here didn't sweep liquidity. Here, we got a big bullish movement. We swept this liquidity, never took these lows here. It's just been messy. So I was sitting here waiting for a liquidity sweep this morning. I was looking for a 5-minute time frame to come up. We were sitting very close. Had we moved up and taken this last sort of high, I would have been having a really good look at today. As seen, we just got this big bearish movement and we just dumped. So overall, in terms of sticking to my strategy today, I have to be proud of the fact that I have to be proud of my performance this week, to be honest, because that is one thing that has sort of been my main focus, is being okay with not trading. And I think I've really been put to the test with that this week in terms of seeing these big movements play out where it's really obvious where our draws on liquidity are for the day and still not pressing that sell button or buy button. But yeah, that is something that I am really struggling with. I do not know if you guys are sort of experiencing the same thing. But so far this week, it's been pretty rough in terms of sticking to my strategy in particular and just not seeing these opening confluences lining up. Coming into today, I might as well just do this as a market analysis as well. So coming into today, I am keeping in mind we have swept out major lows. So this morning we came down, we took out, we've had a really strong bearish movement. Today, I am expecting us to either come up and balance out price action, or we also have these really good draws on liquidity up here. We have been generating really good buy side liquidity for the past few days now, and like literally all the way up to here. So I don't know if we are going to take this out through this week or next week, but at some point we need to see a big bullish movement. Today, we're super overextended on this hourly time frame. I am happy to take along with the idea of balancing out price action today, because realistically, the chance of us not coming up and balancing in this fair value gap is super unlikely. So this is equilibrium here, and these would probably just be my take profits for the day, would be an equilibrium and then possibly the center of this 4-hour fair value gap or the center of that 1-hour fair value gap. Like I said, for me to enter, I need to see either a liquidity sweep or an imbalance get played out of. So this would be the ideal liquidity that would get swept to come up and take out this imbalance. But yeah, other than that, potentially, I mean, we're going to have relative equal lows here if this candlestick closes bullish. If this candlestick closes bullish, we come up and we fill in this imbalance, then I will be happy to look for shorts throughout the London session. Come down, take out these equal lows here, and take out this extra draw on liquidity here. And I think that could be a potentially ideal scenario for the session, because then we are all of a sudden going to have, where's my little brush there? Then all of a sudden we're going to have this sort of thing, which just adds to this pile of liquidity. I don't know, but I think if we get this sort of move and we come down, we've swept out these lows, and these lows, I don't know how much further we are going to go bearish without at least coming up and sweeping these highs here. So at the moment, I'm sort of looking at it pretty horny for longs over the next couple of days. Ideally, we sort of see some big bullish movement, and I want to be in the charts to catch that. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking at tonight. Happy to take a long up to fill this imbalance. Happy to take shorts off of that imbalance. Overall for the day, just happy. Just looking for a trade, I can't lie. I have not taken a trade on Forex since Tuesday morning. It's now Thursday afternoon. It's a rough one, boys, but sticking to the strategy regardless and just trusting the process, trusting that over the course of a year, this strategy is profitable, and over the course of a year, we're going to make a whole lot of bread from this strategy. So without further ado, good luck in the charts tonight, gang. Love.